Welcome to The Buzz. I'm Addie Stafford.
I'm Nick Alfano.
And I'm Judy Wandu.
Today, the results are in for what movie I'll be seeing this weekend.
I'll be breaking down the politics of Saturday Night Live.
And we'll be discussing Variety's new report on the highest paid actors on TV. Welcome back to The Buzz. Let's get started with an update on some pop culture news you should know. Disney's Mulan live-action remake is set to hit the big screen November 2nd, 2018, and the hunt for the legendary heroine is on. The studio is launching a global casting search for an actress to play Mulan.
I wonder if they're going to go for a well-known actress or not. I hope not.
I know a lot of petitioners actually said that they wanted to make sure that Disney casted a Chinese actress. Who she is, not so much the issue. They just want to make sure that she's Chinese.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's important, but most importantly is that they are ruining all of these cartoon Disney movies that I grew up with. I mean, I can't believe it. It's like my childhood is turning into live action. I like the cartoons. I want to keep it that way.
You can really feel the acting when it's live action.
I don't know.
I agree. I like the originals. I don't know.
The originals. Fox News and the O'Reilly Factor correspondent Jesse Waters responded to claims that a segment he filmed in New York City's Chinatown was racist. Here's a look at the segment that landed him in hot water.
Donald Trump beating up on China at the debate. Is it the year of the dragon? Rabbit?
He tweeted, quote, "My man on the street interviews are meant to be taken as tongue-in-cheek, and I regret if anyone found offense." He continued, as a political humorist, the Chinatown segment was intended to be a light piece, as all Waters World segments are. Guys, this went over the line big time.
And it's on Fox News. It's the day and age you have to be politically correct. So.
It's just one of those things. I didn't think the Year of the Dragon comment was necessary. And I think that's where a lot of people are starting to say, is this something that may have been a little racially insensitive?
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the O'Reilly Factor after they showed that entire video of Waters and Bill O'Reilly talking about it, and they were joking about the entire thing together. They really were not taking it seriously, so maybe they just didn't know any better.
That's probably why people are offended as well.
Exactly, but they're a mainstream media network, and they need to do better than that.
The 6th annual Streamy Awards were held last night, or basically the Oscars for the YouTube crowd. The Streamies recognize the best in online video and the creators behind it. Awards are given out for directing, acting, writing, social media, and more. Comedian actor Youssef Ericott took home the Entertainer of the Year award. He's known for producing viral prank videos. If you didn't catch the live stream, here's a clip of one of his famous prank videos and acceptance speech from last night.
You know what you need to do for this step to work? Yeah. You're gonna need a hammer.
Are you crazy?
No,
please.
it's just shoot. No, it's to test it. It's just to test the hick, light taps.
Oh.
So every night I wanted to quit because one of the comments was telling me that I should leave YouTube for whatever reason. I believed in myself. Beauty isn't what we have on the outside, but it's who we are as a person on the inside. And as long as we all embrace.
So Youssef is actually known for creating these hilarious videos about the Middle Eastern community, but they're actually very informative as well. So I think people are really happy that he won.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, in his speech, you just heard him say that he had a bunch of YouTube commentators. You know how they can be brutal to the entertainers on YouTube, but he stuck with it, and I'm happy that he did because he just won Entertainer of the Year. So more power to him for doing that.
Paid off for
Big win for the Middle Eastern community, too.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Empire co-creator Lee Daniels and members of the cast appear in a new ad for the Clinton campaign. The video titled, "What Will You Say?" aims to remind African Americans what's at stake in the next month's election. We're going to play a clip for you. And don't forget, later on in the show, I'll be joining Eric Russell to give you some under-the-radar news on Low Key.
What will you tell your daughter? What will we tell the future generation?
Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Philando Castile.
The violence and nasty rhetoric against mankind is unacceptable.
If Trump gets into office,
It will only get worse.
He says these offensive things, then he bullies anyone who challenges him. Well, guess what? You can't insult your way to the presidency.
Oh, really, Jughead? Because I'm at 43 and you're at 3. Jeb, you're a nice guy, but you're a lightweight, and I know for a fact that you pee sitting down.
Those Saturday Night Live clips never get old. Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the best 2 minutes of your week, because it's the best 2 minutes of mine. My name is Nick Alfano, ready to help you dive into that ever-changing political landscape with just 1 month, 1 day, and 13 hours before Election Day. I joined The Buzz a short 10 months ago and created this segment to discuss what new, under-the-radar stories that were happening in politics every week. As the segment grew, I began to look for inspiration on how to craft something where I can discuss politics and entertainment and look no further than NBC's Saturday Night Live. When it comes to election coverage, mainstream media outlets like CNN and Fox keep up with breaking news, but satirical comedies such as SNL bring something fresh to American citizens during election season. Let's take a look at what SNL did in their season premiere this past weekend.
This man is clearly unfit to be commander-in-chief.
Wrong.
He is a bully.
Shut up.
He started the birther movement.
You did.
Now, this skit with Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump and Kate McKinnon as Hillary Clinton gave SNL's 42nd season opener an almost 30% jump in ratings from last season's opener. This is because of the ridiculousness of the 2016 election. And viewers know SNL will make them laugh until they pee their pants, especially when it comes to making fun of Trump and Clinton. This is a trend for SNL. Its strongest premiere before this past weekend was in 2008, so it's no coincidence that that was the year Barack Obama faced off against John McCain and the Sarah Palin sideshow, giving Tina Fey one of the most memorable roles of her career.
Hillary and I don't agree on everything.
I believe that diplomacy should be the cornerstone of any foreign policy.
And I can see Russia from my house.
The key to SNL is that it's the perfect combination of entertainment and politics for Americans. You get your laughs, but also a mild understanding of the political landscape. It's as much of a fall staple as pumpkin spice lattes are at Starbucks. Now, Americans like to watch political satire, but do we like to vote? The Pew Research Center says American voter turnout in 2012 was 53%. That outs the United States behind 26 other countries, including Canada, France, and even Slovakia. That's a horrendous voter turnout for a country that dubs its president the leader of the free world. The next presidential debate on October 9th, and it should be great, and we are very excited about it. Have a fabulous weekend. Next up, we have Judy and Eric for all things happening under the radar on social media.
Welcome to Low Key,
where we live to give you tea.
I'm Eric Russell.
And I'm Judy Wandu.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your cups out because I'm ready to spill all the tea. Currently, we have a battle of the blonde and the no-neck bandit. VH1 talk show host and ex of Kanye West, Amber Rose, recently had her 2016 slut walk. So, great turnout.
It's a great turnout. For those of you who don't know, the slut walk came about in 2011 when a Canadian police officer said, "I've been told I'm not to say this. However, women should avoid dressing like sluts in order to not be victimized." So there's a really powerful message behind the slut walk. And No Neck Benzino decided that he was going to comment and say, "Thank God my 19-year-old daughter doesn't follow this garbage. Thank God she has patents," he meant parents, to guide her from the BS. And Amber Rose actually gave a nice classy clap back and gave him a link to the Slut Walk website so he could do his research.
Right. She's saying if you're going to make ignorant comments, at least research before you speak. And if you have any other questions, you can check my website out. You know, a little free promo for her.
And it looks like we've got some skinny tea, y'all. Some mate fit tea. Because now Demi Lovato must think she works at Jenny Craig. Give him the tea, Eric.
Demi Lovato took to social media basically saying that Taylor Swift's camp doesn't look like their bodies are real. It looks like, I don't know what she's getting at, if she feels like they look altered or they're not healthy or that's not real
real people and these are real bodies.
Yeah,
I mean, I think she was trying to go for like, oh, they're all models and
Right.
Taylor Swift looks like a model, whatever. It's
Right.
like, I don't know. I don't know. Taylor hasn't responded.
Taylor
to Demi
hasn't
on this
responded,
one
and
yet.
honestly, she doesn't need to respond because Demi, didn't you say you were taking a break from music? Just take a
Girl,
break.
take that break
Take a break
now.
from my TV. Period. Because you have not.
She's
done
always
anything in so long.
talking about somebody, giving it some
Always.
sort of drama. Girl,
Right,
Demi,
like,
2017.
girl, release a song. Stop.
And in hashtag Wars news, we've got Orange is the New Black star, Samira Wiley.
Yes.
She posted on Instagram
so
that
sweet.
she's married.
I know, this is cute.
Her and her boo, Lauren Morelli.
Right. Apparently, Morelli wasn't out. She was actually engaged, but she broke the engagement off on the first episode of Orange is the New Black because she realized that she was gay. And she said that she was nervous writing her first gay scene for the show, but, you know, love took its course.
Yes, Lauren Morelli is actually a writer on the show, so hopefully she can put Poop Say back on. I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think we can. We might be asking for a lot.
How's she going to? All right, well.
Yes. So J. Cole may be throwing some shade of his own. If you guys haven't heard, which I doubt you haven't, Kim Kardashian was recently robbed in Paris, and there's been some speculation as to how real this robbery was. So J. Cole on Twitter basically said, Kim Kardashian is really pulling a publicity stunt. Shaking my head. She pretended she got robbed. Now, most believe that Cole did not say this and that his page was hacked.
Yeah, see, J. Cole doesn't usually weigh in on this kind of stuff, but he did delete the tweets, but he didn't put out a post saying that he was hacked. So it's like...
So we kind of don't know where J. Cole's going with this, but... Hey, everyone's allowed to throw shade every now and again. It can't always be sunny.
Right. And Kid Cudi actually posted a letter to his fans and discussed his ongoing battle with depression.
Yeah.
He said that he's ashamed to be a leader and a hero to so many while admitting, I've been living a lie. But Cudi's actually a hero to many, and people are taking the time to discuss depression and should people go in and go to rehab and get the help that they need.
And a beautiful thing that's come of this is that a lot of people feel as though the Black community can't express issues of depression because it makes them weak or it makes them look vulnerable. But Kid Cudi doing this with his platform, it's opening the doors for people to talk about their depression and hopefully go seek some help, you know?
Yeah,
it's a
especially for
thing.
Black men. In fact, Twitter users started a hashtag called #YouOkBruh. Now, all right, that didn't sound like a great one. So I think they're actually changing it to #YouGoodMan.
Right, because we want to take this as serious as possible because this is real, you know? But that's all for this week. So catch you next time on Low Key. I'm Eric Russell.
I'm Judy Wandu, and if there's any cat fights or social media spats we missed,
Any.
message us on the Buzz Facebook page and let us know what else is brewing.
Don't leave us out the loop. Don't do that.
Hi guys, I'm Addie Stafford and welcome to Cinema Chat, where I look at the best movies coming soon to theaters near you. This weekend is a big one for movies. We've got a psychological thriller, a historical drama, and a middle school comedy all opening tomorrow. First up is our psychological thriller, The Girl on the Train. This film, based on the book by Paula Hawkins, is one of the most anticipated movies this fall. It tells the story of Rachel Watson, an alcoholic divorcee who becomes obsessed with the couple she passes every day on the train. But when the wife in the couple goes missing, Rachel finds herself intertwined in a missing persons investigation, where she may be the sole witness. Take a look.
He was with this man. Just for a second.
Somewhere far along this road, you know the song.
Is this her?
Emily Blunt stars as Rachel in the film, and as the case unveils itself, she goes from being a witness to a possible suspect. Critics expect Girl on the Train to be a cinematic success. Next up, we have our historical drama, The Birth of a Nation. The film tells the story of Nat Turner, an enslaved African-American Baptist preacher who led a slave rebellion in Virginia in the late 1800s. When his owner forces Turner to preach to other slaves to prevent uprising, Turner realizes he can no longer stand by and watch the oppression of his fellow man. He must take action. Check it out.
To watch a strong man broken down is a terrible thing.
The Lord's spoken to me. Visions of what's to come. A rise of good against evil.
What are we gonna do?
We'll fight. But once it begins, our brothers and sisters will join. And we'll number in the hundreds, thousands even.
Nate Parker directed and starred in the film as Nat Turner. After the film's win at Sundance last year, The Birth of a Nation is finally hitting theaters, and some entertainment journalists are expecting it to win big at the Oscars next year. But if thrillers and historical dramas aren't your first choice, there is an opportunity for some comedy this weekend. Based on the #1 New York Times bestseller by James Patterson, Middle School: The Worst Years of My Life is a tween comedy about a 6th grader named Ralph who can't wait to start middle school until he realizes that the principal is worse than the bullies he's had to deal with.
Everything you have eyes breaking. Rule number 22. The code of conduct. Read it. No outside food. No talking. No laughing. No audiovisual club.
Oh.
And rule number 26.
This is hilarious.
Written material deemed inappropriate will be destroyed.
Ralph and his 2 best friends take back their creativity by pulling pranks and disobeying every rule in their school's code of conduct. Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls and up-and-coming star Griffin Gluck star in the film. Earlier this week, The Buzz sent out a poll on Twitter for which film you wanted me to see, and the votes are in. This weekend, I will be seeing The Girl on the Train, so be sure to follow The Buzz on Snapchat and tune in this Saturday night to hear my review. That's all we have for Cinema Chat. Now let's go over to Nandita, who has some food hacks.
Good morning and welcome to a new segment we're calling Food Hacks. Everybody can relate to barely having enough time when you wake up to get to school on time, let alone enough time to eat something substantial. Today I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to fill your stomach in just 5 minutes. So first we have easy 5-minute microwave mug oatmeal. First, add 5 tablespoons of oats in a microwavable mug or a small bowl. Add milk and water and microwave it for 1.5 minutes. Add some berries or other stuff of your choice and microwave again for 1.5 minutes. Add the toppings of your choosing and you're done. Next, we have overnight chia pudding. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of chia seeds in a glass. Add some water and let it soak overnight. You can also just do this with plain chia seeds, dry chia seeds, and add the milk and add some honey and stir it well. Close the jar and put it in the fridge overnight to chill. Wake up the next morning to a delicious and substantial treat. That's all we have today.
Interviews can be extremely stressful. It's your first impression that will determine how your interview will go. No pressure at all. Picking out the perfect outfit, shoes, makeup, looks, or just make it even harder. When you're picking out an outfit, confidence is key. Pick out an outfit that makes you feel comfortable and confident. If you're uncomfortable, they're definitely going to notice. So as you can see here, Savannah is wearing, my beautiful model, Savannah is wearing a nice blouse and a beautiful, do you want to stand up so you can show them the complete outfit?
Yes.
A beautiful
I'm a
skirt.
Bit tall. Hi.
So as you can see, this is beautiful. She's confident. It's easy to wear. It's amazing.
So talk about my shoes.
Oh, her shoes are beautiful too.
Yes, they are.
Number 2, less is more. You don't want to wear anything that's going to distract them from the conversation. Also, you want to make sure that you research on the company's culture so you can understand what the company is like and a perfect outfit for that company. And then tip number 3, the perfect shoes. The perfect shoes are comfortable and professional. Dark colors are much better than light and bright colors. For women, pick a heel that isn't too high because the first thing you don't want to do is greet them with falling on your face. So as we can see in Savannah's shoe, she wouldn't fall on her face wearing these shoes.
Just the right
Yeah, just the right height. And guys, don't wear your Vans to an interview. This isn't the Santa Monica Pier, okay? Just do us all that favor. Makeup is just as important as the outfit. It ties the whole look together, and it's a cherry on top of the sundae. So as you can see on Savannah, she's wearing a very light foundation with medium coverage. You don't want to do too heavy coverage because then it's just going to look like K-face, and nobody's okay with that. And then with her eyes, you want to do something light on the lid and a darker color on the outer corner of your eyes. It gives definition to the eye and it just brightens your eyes so much more. And then you want to do bronzer on the cheeks, just a nice bronzer to give your skin kind of like that sunshine kiss and a nice little glow, and top it off with the blush. Add some mascara and a nude gloss or lipstick and you're good to go. Following these tips will leave you comfortable, confident, and interview ready. And who knows, you just might get the job. Now let's head over to Nick and Abby and Judy for Pillow Talk.
We have fought for everybody else's equal rights. It's our time to have wage equality once and for all, and equal rights for women in the United States of America.
Welcome to Pillow Talk.
Today we're going to be talking about actors' wages in Hollywood, in TV and in film. The video you just saw, the actress is talking about the wage gap that exists, and it doesn't just exist in entertainment, it exists in the world too. Women are paid like 82 cents compared to every dollar that a man is paid. For entertainment, it's not much better. It's about 85 cents per
A
every
whopping
dollar
85 cents to the man's dollar. Yeah.
And she kind of talked about this right after the big scandal kind of came out. Well, it wasn't really a scandal, but basically people found out that Amy Adams and Jennifer Lawrence were paid less for American Hustle than Bradley Cooper and Christian Bale. And an article recently just came out about television and how actors are paid in television. And it was actually really interesting. One, they're paid a lot, but that's unsurprising. But the wage gap between men and women, they tend to be pretty equal per episode. So I know with Modern Family, they're paid $250,000 per episode, and that goes for Julie Bowen and Ty Burrell. So they're both paid equally. So I think it might be more of an issue with movies. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think with TV, a lot of the actors have an opportunity to consistently work on the show, and eventually there's kind of the payment is basically kind of set at that point after they have a chance to consistently come back and get a consistent wage for the show. And
their wage, it grows every episode.
It grows every episode.
Or every season, depending on how good the show is. I know with Friends, they started out with, $75,000, and that, like, when it came to the 9th and 10th season, they were paid $1 million per episode.
Yes.
Which is insane.
And they were all getting paid equally for that, getting an equal amount of dinero for that. So that was really awesome.
Yeah, the thing I found most interesting in the Variety article, which I believe you just referenced about the payment for TV sitcoms, was that the TV shows that happen in the morning, like Good Morning America, the Today Show, I thought those pay discrepancies were interesting because they kind of went on by network. So Matt Lauer gets paid almost $22 million per year. Anderson Cooper on CNN, not a morning show, but still has a consistent appearance on CNN, gets paid about $9 million a year. Rachel Maddow gets paid about $7 million a year, but then you have Robin Roberts on GMA who gets paid about $14. So it's not so much a discrepancy between males and females. It's more of a discrepancy about the network and the popularity of the show. I mean, the highest paid TV personality in the entire country is Judge Judy by a long shot.
$47 million.
Unbelievable. She just came to visit.
Per year, but still.
And she just came to visit USC in the spring, if I remember correctly. And I remember seeing her speak. She was incredibly intelligent. And it's just amazing to see that the pay discrepancy doesn't really carry over to that sort of talk show host type thing.
It does seem as if like the talk show hosts kind of have like an immunity to that kind of pay discrepancy. It's mostly about reach and, like you said, the network. So I think that's pretty interesting.
I think it also depends on how long the TV show has been going on as well. Big Bang Theory, the actors in that show get paid $1 million per episode.
I believe they're the highest paid, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Squad goals.
And
absolutely.
I mean, that's as much as Friends, and that show's been on forever.
Maybe we'll be there one day, guys.
Yeah, maybe we will. But for Modern Family, it was way less than that, and I've seen both shows, and I prefer Modern Family. I know that's an opinion, but it seems like Modern Family might be more well known, but I think it's interesting, the discrepancy between television and movies. It kind of makes sense in some ways because I feel like everything is going towards television these days.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of the future.
Well, you have all the deals with streaming movies, on Netflix, even illegally streaming online. So it just gets to a point where you just have less and less people coming to movies. That's less money that the movies are bringing in the box office.
And with TV shows, you can really expand the story. There's so much more opportunity for the storytelling there. So.
Well, they're just huge money and profits for all of the television networks, because if you can keep going, like you said about Friends, if you can keep going into a 10th season of a television show as compared to a one movie, some movies are huge blockbusters, right, that are making hundreds of millions of dollars. But at the same time, if a TV network has a consistency like that with certain shows, then more power to them for continuing that.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for Pillow Talk. Follow us on Twitter at USC The Buzz, and make sure to catch the show on our Facebook Live next week. Thanks for watching The Buzz. See you next week.